signed from Motherwell for £300,000 last summer. He plays his 6th match for Rangers and will no doubt recall his Premier League debut for the club, that 4-3 defeat at Dens Park in August. Dundee player-manager Simon Stainrod has now named 30 players in his first team this season. No other club can match that. And there's the latest 11. He's left himself on the bench. And only 3 of the starting 11 started the match in the 4-3 win over Rangers: Jamie McGowan, Billy Dodds and Ivo Den Beeman. The 30th player selected is 26-year-old Frenchman Lionel David, signed this week from the 2nd Division club La Roche-sur-Yon. He used to play for Saint Etienne, so he has a pedigree he's likely to test against Mark Haitley, who we'll recall from the English striker's time at Monaco. And the referee this afternoon is from Edinburgh, Mr. Alistair Hewitt. Close to capacity again at Ibrox for this Premier Division match of very substantial importance to Dundee. For Rangers also, a chance to get back on the rails quickly after losing that long undefeated record last week against Celtic. These matches this season, though, have been raining goals rather. Rangers have scored 3 times on each occasion the clubs have met, 3 previous times. The first time, though, they lost by 4-3, but then Dundee only managed 1 in reply in the other 2 games. Here's Ian Ferguson. It was intended for Dave McPherson. Retrieved well by Ferguson. McPherson starting the match at right back. Gough and Brown in central defence. David Robertson in his usual place at left back. So the engine room involves Ferguson and McCall for Rangers. Stephen on the right and Housetrott on the left, although he's been given a licence to roam, as you can tell from his positioning there. There's John Brown going in heavily on Neil McCann. Young Neil McCann, the youngest player on the field at 18, starting only his 2nd Premier Division match. He was substitute last week. And this time Maxwell had to be quick. Dodds putting him under pressure. Well, and he's certainly pushing players forward. Simon Stainrod's policy has always been to try to attack the Rangers back 4. Then Beeman holding off Robertson. This is Bain. In goes that very good effort there from Steve Pittman, coming from a deep position. Well, that was a good scoring opportunity for Pittman. He was well picked out by Kevin Bain. A very good pass indeed into the box. And a miscue there by the fullback. Won by McGowan. Ferguson again to Stephen. Now Gough. Careless one. Cut off by Ritchie, but Rangers have possession again with McCall. There's Ritchie battling again in the midfield against Ferguson. Here's Richard Gough. Forward goes McPherson again. That's a great ball in. The header from McCall. A superb move from Rangers. 15 minutes of the match gone. And Stuart McCall gets his 5th goal of the season. Gough's pass set all up. Good driving play here by McPherson. Excellent ball across to the face of the goal. This time Stuart McCall would not be denied. Well, McCall was there to score. I fancy that Mark Haitley might have done so had he not managed that. But winning number 2, which has been lucky for him in the scoring sense, McCall. That's why he's tugging his jersey there. Christ and David doing a bit of battling there. The decision goes Rangers' way. First culprit was David. Looked as though McCoy was giving as good as he got in the end, but David penalised. There's Haitley. Pittman forced to hurry by Haitley. This is McPherson. Back now with Robertson. Held up well by Haitley for Stephen. Now McCall. That's a good save by Mathers. Stuart McCall has the taste for goal all right for Rangers. Hit this very crisply indeed after the service from Trevor Stephen. Set himself well, and Mathers had to get across smartly to make the save. Ferguson's had a recent quiet spell in the match after a sprightly opening. McCall becoming more involved in his place. McCall does tend to be something of a slow starter who improves as the game goes on. He's doing that again this afternoon. Goff into space there. Get across quickly by Stephen, and that's a very good clearance by Jamie McGowan. A vital touch by the young defender. He really had to get to that, the 22-year-old. John Brown. And Goff denied by Mathers. Well, that's an excellent save by the Dundee keeper. He was left badly exposed there as this ball came in from John Brown. The central defensive partner, Richard Goff, met that flush on the forehead, but Mathers made the save. It's blocked easily by Housetrap. Robertson can come forward, trying to find Haitley early. Bad clearance that by David. Here is Stephen. Through it goes for Haitley. It's a great chance for Rangers second. And Mathers anticipated that move superbly. Here's McPherson. Well, this was down to superb goalkeeping. The Dundee defence carved wide open once again. But Paul Mathers read this brilliantly because he realised that Haitley was not going to shoot for goal, but to play that across from McCoy, and he reacted extremely well. And then the chance fell to Dave McPherson, leaning back there as he thumped that over the bar. Play by Housetrap. Brown goes forward, he's onside this time. McCoy waits at the far post. And Brown complaining that should have been a penalty for handball, but the referee forming a view correctly, I think, that if the ball did strike an arm, it was unintentional on the part of Kevin Bain. It's a good pass that from Housetrap. Brown surging forward here. Kevin Bain getting back. It certainly did strike an arm, but the referee clearly decided that was the ball playing the man and not the other way around. Housetrap's corner. Well, Jamie McGowan in the way of Paul Mathers. Back from McPherson, there's Mathers punching it away. Sensible course of action with McCoy closing in. Over Stephen lofting it forward. This is Haitley. McCoy on the turn. Good block by David. Now Stephen, the pressure is relentless now in the Dundee defence. They'll have to face a corner kick now. Couple of minutes remaining in the first half. Trevor Stephen moving across to take another corner kick. Rangers looking for a second before the interval, I think. Which would undoubtedly be a major body blow to Dundee. Headed away by Ritchie. There's Ian Ferguson. Now McCall trying to thread that through the Dundee defence, but it's too far ahead of Haitley. Well, not too many options available there to Stuart McCall. On there by Ritchie. This is McCann. Pittman going forward. McCann used him as a decoy. That's for Dodds. Still Billy Dodds. And a very good block by Maxwell, but Rangers were opened up there. Great encouragement for Dundee here. Neil McCann started it all. But in by David. Headed down to Den Beeman, and Maxwell forced to make a save again. The earlier move was the one which really troubled Ali Maxwell, and that was created by Neil McCann's pass to Billy Dodds. He forced his way through two challenges and then was very well stopped by Ali Maxwell's outstretched arms. Goff's pass goes to McCoy, but it's the last move of a very entertaining first half, dominated for most of the time by Rangers, who conjured up that superb goal in 15 minutes, scored by Stuart McCall. It was manufactured by Richard Goff's great through pass. Dave McPherson charging forward on the right, sending over a delightful cross, and McCall throwing himself at the ball to head home what's turned out to be the only goal of the first half. It's Rangers 1, Dundee 0. Well, there has been some confusion about the numbering of the Dundee players. They're Morton Vicos, who played wearing number 5 in the first half, but he was listed officially as number 4. That's been corrected at half-time, and he has switched with Jamie McGowan, who has gone to number 5, from the 4 he wore in the first half. No personnel changes for the second half. And Dundee with a major task in their hands. They've gone 6 games before today without a win since they beat Hibs at Easter Road 3-1 on the 20th of last month. And that has pushed them down into the relegation zone. Neil Murray and Alexei Mikhailichenko on the bench. Here's John Brown. Hit flick on, finds McCoist, he's offside, it won't count. Well, McCoist now sees the linesman. John Robotham from Kirkcaldy, and his flag up instantly there as Stuart McCall head flicked the ball on. Missed by McCoist in the end because of the offside flag only. Haustruff lighting it in. Well, that's great control by young McCann inside the area. Pass is accurate also. Good defending by Goff, not deceived by that dummy from Dodds. Stephen to McPherson. Stephen again. And well read by McGowan, who made the interception. He's had a good match for Dundee in defence, Damien McGowan. McCall. Stephen has found space, wandering inside. Nate McPherson is well advanced on the right for Rangers. Here's Stephen. Ferguson using Goff. Ferguson to Stephen. There goes Haitley. McCoist. 2-0 to Rangers. Well, the combination up front pays off again. And it's goal number 47 for Ali McCoist. Stephen picking out Haitley superbly. He didn't attempt to head for goal, and there was McCoist getting some help there from a defender to force the ball over the line. So 2-0 to Rangers. We're 8 minutes into the second half, and suddenly it all looks very comfortable for the champions. Ferguson to Robertson. Baustra. Away from Ritchie. A good long deep cross. Stephen down to McCoist. Blocked on the 6-yard line by McGowan. There's Stephen again. Breaks off Bain. Appeals for handball. Dundee living very dangerously. And McCall wouldn't be denied there, but or Rob Ferguson rather. A handoff there, and young McCann giving a free kick to Dundee. Billy Dodds getting his head to that, but unable to direct it accurately. Stephen to Goff. That's Bain. Now Brown. The great pass. Robertson on the run. Well, they couldn't gather the ball. Had he done so, indeed, would have been in trouble. Stuart McCall hounding away there in midfield, giving opponents no peace at all. Robertson nudging it forward. Off goes McCall again. All was involved in the play. Looking there for Haitley at the near post. Rangers have a corner kick, thanks to the industry of Stuart McCall. Well, they said he improves as games go on normally. Haustra's corner, up goes Haitley, leaves it now to Stephen. This is McPherson. Haustra. Headed away by McGowan, right under the crossbar. Well, a miraculous clearance that. The pressure's still on. Stephen back to Brown, making for the byline. Back with Ferguson. It's been coming for some time, and Rangers have their third. minutes into the second half. And a fine goal set up here again by Trevor Stephen and John Brown. Look at this cutback into the path of Ferguson. The power beat Mathers, and Ferguson emulates his scoring performance at Dens Park back in August when he came back into the side and began his prominent run back in the side. A 22-year-old McQuillan goes off, and a 20-year-old member of the under-21 squad, Andy Dow, comes on. He normally wants to play on the left-hand side, so there will be some reorganisation of the Dundee side. And the header away, effective by McGowan. Dow's first contribution. There's McCall to McPherson. Now Stephen. Ian Ferguson trying to steer that towards the corner. Mark of his confidence. Well, Rangers threatening now with every attack, and Trevor Stephen involved in so much in the build-up. There's Maxwell with a very convincing clearance forward. A chase on here for McCoist after Haitley's header on. David won it. This is with Stephen. Now John Brown. McCall. Robertson. McCall again. There goes Robertson. He's kept it in play, and Mathers made a very good save there. Well, tantalising that for Kevin Bain as the ball came through. Threw himself at it, but the pass was measured so well here by McCall that Bain couldn't get to it. Robertson doing just enough to keep it in play for the benefit of Mathers. John Brown sending it back. And Ali Maxwell again not cueing that the way he wanted, but it is difficult in a very rough goal area to play that first time. Goff's header finds Stephen. That's for McCoist. Back with McCall. Options abound now for Rangers as they come forward. This is Housetrap. Ian Ferguson has McPherson available on the right. That's for Haitley. McCoist going in. Send us back across goal for Haitley. Couldn't have been closer. Well, Haitley did so much good work in the first instance to force the ball forward for McCoist's chance. There was Haitley. And McCoist looking very sharp there. It was played away from Paul Mathers, one of his own defenders. Returned by McCoist. There was Haitley, and it's just wide. Now to McCann. Stephen intercepted. Ferguson to Housetrap. McCall on the outside, available for the pass. Now Housetrap. McCall. Well, he wins it back. The pass finds Housetrap, he's onside. That's towards Haitley, it's just too high. Well, the applause principally is for Stuart McCall. Well, some tremendous work here by McCall to retrieve the ball and then send that excellent pass to Housetrap. Across, tantalisingly high for Haitley coming in. McCall winning it from Dodds. There's Ian Ferguson. Inviting Haitley to chase on the right with David. Haitley has his measure for pace. Good play that by Haitley, and Stephen racing in, stopped by McGowan. It's a corner though to Rangers. Totally in command, Rangers. Only remaining question this afternoon is how many might score. Every attack carries menace. Just like that one, Richard Goff's header off the underside of the crossbar. He looks hopefully towards the linesman. Well, Goff wins this superbly. and off the underside of the bar and right on the line. The linesman was right. Ian Ferguson, hustled by Weghorst. Measured chip there for McPherson. There the ball in, it's too long perhaps, but Hateley's there. And Jamie McGowan clears up for Dundee. Well, Hateley almost made something out of nothing there. He's slow coming back though, he's offside. Ball returned a shade too quickly for Mark Hateley. McCall for Rangers. Brown springing forward, he likes to do this. That's for Hateley. Ball won't get there. Well, he does it again. Elastic legs almost. Mikhailchenko is into the cross. Up goes McCoist. Skimming the top of the bar. Well, headers not too frequent from McCoist. But McCall again almost retrieving one that was lost there. And Mikhailchenko's cross finding McCoist leaping well to that. David. McCann chasing, putting pressure on Richard Gough. Very well indeed. That's great play by McCann. Right along the byline it goes. And very good defending then by John Brown. He's won the goal kick off Andy Dow, but what a great glimpse this was of young Neil McCann. And he really is a name to watch for the future. He's shown a lot of confidence here, skill, determination, and at 18 years of age he really is a highly promising young player. Look at the way he takes on the captain of Scotland here. Goes outside him, totally determined, willing to hold the ball a little bit longer to try to measure the pass, and John Brown's experience put him in the right position. Back with Jamie McGowan, and he's played well for Dundee this afternoon. They're trying to do some attacking, but he's run straight into Robertson. The ball breaks though for Ivo Dunveeman. This is McCann. Weghorst looking for Dodds. So Rangers preparing to bring on Neil Murray as substitute. They're going off as David Robertson has had recent injury trouble. Some another recurrence of the earlier problem. Headed on there by Pittman. There's Gough by Ritchie. Neil Murray's going straight into the left back position vacated by Robertson. No other alteration in the formation. This is Mikhailchenko. Oh, Hateley. Oh, that's great play by Hateley. Well, it would have been spectacular. Well, he's been forgiven by Ali McCoist, waiting in the 6-yard box. Little wave of acknowledgement and a smile on the face of Hateley. Been delivering too many, he feels, perhaps. So this time he fancied one all by himself. The pass from Mikhailchenko, look at the way he got away from McGowan. He looks up, assesses the options, and lets fly for goal. Hateley and McCoist as lively as ever up front. And support also coming from the back four, so they really have been a formidable team this afternoon, and they won comfortably in the end. 3-0, and that by no means flatters Rangers. Dundee had lots of commitment and determination to show for their efforts. Fine young player in Neil McCann, but McCoist was the player who pops up with the second early in the second half after fine work by Stephen and Hateley, and that really ended the game as a contest. And then they finished with a flourish when Ian Ferguson rifled home an excellent goal in 62 minutes after great work by Stephen again and John Brown on the right. A fine, convincing performance by Rangers. They won in the end by 3-0.
Richard, after last week's defeat, there seemed to be an extra edge about the team today. Was that correct?
I think so. You always wonder, after a long run like we had, 44 games undefeated, how the team's going to react. The manager was talking to us today about the AC Milan manager, Capello, saying the same about their team. Now's the time to see, the true character of the players, how they react after a long run of, undefeated. And I think we proved the manager right that, we got a bit between the teeth early doors, and we played well today.
One thing that was apparent from the sidelines was the fact that you and John Brown were very willing to go forward today. Was that some change of policy for today?
Not really, not so much myself, Jacques. I was trying to just ease myself back in, but John Brown's, for myself, for me, he's had a magnificent season this season. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and he's getting forward well, you know. So it wasn't a change of policy. I think just Dundee just sat off us a little bit and let us come forward from the back, gave us time on the ball at the back, and I think that was it.
You appeared to believe you scored a goal in the second half.
I thought so. I thought I scored one in the first half. I managed to hit the target with the head, and the goalkeeper had a good save. The second half I thought was in, actually, coming off the... As soon as I headed it, I thought it was in the top corner, but I looked over to the linesman straight away, and he wasn't moving, so I knew it wasn't in.
I don't think we helped you either with the camera work. No. Stuart McCall was named man of the match. Yeah. How would you feel about his performance in the middle of the field?
He's another one this season, along with John Brown, who I've already mentioned. He's been unbelievable this season as well for us. We're just having a laugh about it. The number of times he goes on his backside and he comes away with the ball, it's unbelievable. It's uncanny, really. But for us this season, he's been the engine in there, and he's been terrific. You know, it's been tremendous for us.
You have a big match coming on Tuesday night. Is there a degree of tension about that?
I think Aberdeen will have more tension than us, Jock. You know, we're 7 points ahead of them. We've been in this position the last four years now. 7 games, 8 games to go. We know we've got an experienced bunch in there. We know what we've got to do. It's a big week for us this week. Not only the Aberdeen game, we've got the Celtic game on the Saturday, and then Marseille away.
The Hearts game in the semi-final.
Yeah. Sorry, the Hearts game, and then Marseille away. I can't believe there's 3 games of that importance. You know, it's uncanny that in the same week.
Any chance of winning all 3?
I'd settle to win one, actually. I'm going to tell you which one, though.
I think we could guess. Thank you very much, Richard. Thanks.